minutes. And I thought everybody was just talking over me, never realizing nobody can hear me. Is that
Poor guy.
It's okay. The deep magic compendium, where you find all these amazing spells, and
Yes.
I was answering questions while you guys were talking about them, but it's okay.
Oh, sorry.
It's just me. It has great spells to make a very nasty necromancer in there.
Yeah, I'm seeing
Which
this.
I love, because I don't think necromancy gets enough love in the base books.
So true.
So
Yeah,
just quickly,
that's true.
you can just check in and
Ooh,
Discord.
I like that.
In Discord. That's half of what I'm working with.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Tusa, I am sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm working with. Now I have to filter through this to check what's applicable to my character. I have to read.
Wow.
Have to read each and every one of those.
Blood over.
Okay.
Oh good, the devil's
I am
here.
now- I am now scared to play any full-on spellcaster.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to,
You know,
muscle wizard
It's
cast.
a lot of management, but it's really nice if it works out.
I'm probably just gonna stick to my arcane trickster, where I just have to look at the list of level ones.
it's bad enough for wizards from the base books having to pick 2 spells each level. I can't imagine what it must be like with all these extra options.
Oh,
The fun is that you have a lot of these, and then you have to prepare. So you have to think like foresight. What am I going to use for the day? And then sometimes you completely have the wrong shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, then look.
It's worse
Then
if you're
look
the
at me.
dungeon master.
I have to pick only one of those many options.
Yeah, I made a character for one of Franz's things, and they were a warlock cleric. And that spell list, I looked at it and I was
Holy
like,
shit.
what the heck is this?
Initiative. Right, here we go. Great.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
I-
I
I'll-
see.
Initiative.
I'm still looking at
Select
spells, I'm
this
sorry.
Wait.
It's
Cannot
fine.
learn
So
how
many
to
to
do
look
this.
at.
You can override the 21 with the 11. I just wanted to get my initiative there.
Okay, that's fine.
5.14.
Yeah, not looking good for anything.
oh man.
I'm just gonna roll a d20 and that can just be my initiative. 16.
Okay. I have no idea how some of you are rolling decimal numbers.
Oh,
Like,
it's for the initiative ties.
Yeah, so what it does is it adds your dex score as a decimal thing, so it helps prevent like dex
Holy
tiebreakers.
shit.
Yeah.
16.
Do I need to roll again?
no, I'll just add you. What did you get? Sorry, F16.
All right, guys. I'll speak again in an hour. While I
Okay.
read.
As the dragon comes round to attack. Oh, no, okay.
Please unmuted.
Does anybody want to know when their character will die?
Nope.
I would like
Oh
to.
god, no, no.
Yes,
no.
Because apparently
yes, I
I
would
can
like
do that now.
Wait, actually.
What?
Look.
Glimpse of the end.
You know
Yes.
how-
Determine the life
when?
source of a creature you touch and sense when it will expire.
Oh
You and
my
the creature share a vision of the most likely way in which the creature will die. You both sense approximately how far into the future the event occurs.
Oh my god, that actually makes me feel really scared.
That is at first terrifying, but then it's great. All of them will have my face in it.
I feel like that should be
smiling.
used as like an intimidation tactic. So it's like,
Actually, not a bad
hold on,
idea.
guys.
Yeah.
Someone
let's just
in
get
this
John
group,
to deal with this.
Someone in this
Yeah.
group wants John.
Yes.
Someone wants.
Are
Someone in
there
this
any
group wants-
any spells from this spell list that is forbidden? Or can I? I filtered according to level 3 all druid spells
Okay.
and dragged all of them over.
It should be fine. If you feel it really doesn't thematically fit with Tusa, then
Yeah, no,
that's
I'll
up
always
to
do
you.
that.
But
Okay, cool.
there are so many spells I haven't possibly read them all. So the answer to the question, are any of them banned? I don't know.
Maybe if I use them, it becomes banned.
I also got this. I didn't notice until just now.
Yes, darkness.
Nice.
Every warlock's best friend.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
It also doubles for aesthetic if someone's trying to tell a spooky story.
True. I just want to say, I had a look at Glimpse the End, and I like how it says 3rd level divination, and then brackets apocalypse.
Yes.
That's so cool.
There's an apocalypse spellcast. The spell list.
Oh, it's so good. The material is a pinch of grave dust or a piece from a tombstone.
Oh, great.
The vision can last as little as a few moments or as long as 30 minutes. Imagine watching your death for 30 minutes.
That's a whole lot of nope.
In the beginning, it would be terrifying, but right in the end would be kind of okay. I get it. Shut up.
A 30-minute death. That's one hell of a natural one, man.
The negative one.
Yeah, it sounds like when things go really bad in Crusader Kings. Yeah.
Imagine they decide to add negative die.
God, no.
Okay.
Well, you can. Hey.
Yes, as we shall soon see. All
Oh,
right.
boy.
Everybody. So last time you ventured here into the wilderness away from the town of Elmrun after meeting your new friend. I'm going to put the music softer because I can't hear myself think. There we go. Okay. And you discovered that the local druid, the one responsible for magically growing the trees, the source of timber for Elmrun, has been kidnapped by a group of gnolls. You tracked the gnolls to a mound wherein they were following the orders of some mysterious mage lady. There wasn't much time for an introduction before she was dispatched and she exploded into hundreds of ravens. The gnolls were quickly dealt with, and you freed the druid. In the caverns, you found several treasures, some of which you will completely forget about until it's too late.
Probably.
Probably, yes. And you uncovered the druid, Forsac, the druid. And when we last left off, you noticed that he had a intricate web of bluish tattoo-like designs all across his skin, and that struck a chord with Ethne, who has a similar marking. So now we find ourselves here again, and the druid says, "Come, let's gather round. It's time for a chat, I suppose. And I would like to warm my bones. Did you find a ring, perhaps? There's a golden ring with a red ruby. That woman had it."
Unfortunately not. We searched the whole place. We found your rod, but your stick, and the stick found me as well. But no ring, unfortunately.
Okay, Tusa, please make a deception check.
Advantage because I gave him a stick.
No, that ain't how lying works, mate.
Damn it.
Nice try.
Ouch.
Nice try.
Well, you can keep it. I just think we could start a fire, perhaps. These gnolls weren't really good at that sort of thing.
I'll just use Druidcraft to start a fire if there's wood.
Okay, so they, like on the map, there is the remnants of a very poor campfire that they made in here in the cave. And yes, Druidcraft.
Is there enough wood to burn and to make a small fire?
Yeah, small is the operative word.
Okay, cool. He didn't specify how big, so small fire does.
Well, suppose that's better than nothing.
Indeed.
Get what you want.
Yeah.
So, you've come to rescue me. Thank you.
No worries.
No problem. I saw your message in the woods, and was quite interesting. So yeah, it
yes.
definitely helped. It definitely helped to come and find you. So thank you
Yes.
for that.
It took you a couple of days. though.
Wonderful trees out there.
Thank you. I grew them myself.
Ah, man of many talents.
Yeah, they were very tree like. I don't know.
I felt quite at home while seeing them.
Good. Good. So,
I think, Aether, do you want to go first since the tattoos and things interest you a lot and I'm reading?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind, I would
Yeah,
like to know more about
please take it.
this. And she kind of gestures to her blue marking on her face.
yes. Interesting, isn't it? I too was born with this strange marking. What I have found that is called the Mark of Nexa. That is Nexa.
Mark of Nexa. Does that ring a bell?
It might. I need
I remember because I read about the Nexus.
I need Ethne and John to please roll a d10.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, John.
Is it not connected to the Nexus that I wrote?
Roll,
That I heard.
roll an insight check.
Would Lilo have heard a story about this?
No, this is
Okay.
not.
Oh.
Okay,
fortunately, I don't think I can add a card to a D10 roll.
no, you cannot.
Oh.
You cannot add or subtract cards to corruption checks. Okay,
Bollocks.
okay.
Oh.
Oh, those are corruption checks.
So Tusa,
Oh.
are you playing your card there?
Yeah. To 23.
Rakshasa.
After 24.
Okay. So Tusa, you do remember reading about a nexus, and you remember a mention by the black gooey creature itself in that basement with the leaks.
Yes.
That there was a mention of something like this. Okay.
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 NEXA.
Nexa, yes.
Cool. 100%.
All right. So at the mention of that, both John and Ethne, you feel like a cold chill, but it passes. So, just so you know, corruptions checks, we add your corruption value to the check. I'm looking for 12s and 11s.
No. Fortunately, no.
No.
Yes.
Oof.
Thankfully, yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that if you do land on those, it's bad.
Yes. His monologue would have been a lot shorter. All right. Yes. The Mark of Nexa. No, roll again. No, I'm kidding. It was. I have a terrible stutter. Where was I? It is a mystery that has plagued me all my life. For I too was born with it, as you said you were. Well, anyway, my grove believed. Sorry, if my grove can be believed, I was found in an old cavern leading to an underground ruin. My cries were so loud that I could be heard above ground. It was, not many years ago, maybe like 20 years ago. And he sort of puffs out his old man chest full of gray hair. Anybody want to insight check that?
No,
Yeah. I'll inside check that shit.
Go for it.
actually.
Add your ace card, make it a nat 20.
Wow, fuck balls.
Okay.
I'll
Sorry.
full on believe this guy.
John Fuckballs, you think that, man, he's lived a hard life. All right.
I've got it.
I'm kind of transfixed. And
I am
and
the
more in
sons of
awe.
the man.
I'm in awe of him because technically, besides my mom, this is the first druid that I've ever met.
Yes, and he's probably the oldest druid you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of just roll with it, and I'm really in awe of the guy.
For the longest time, it's all I had to go on, an underground ruin. And as far as anyone could tell, the marks were purely aesthetic. It had no magical influence on my druidic powers, which were a result of training. No influence on my lovely personality. Anyway, that was until I went exploring. As you know, Dyrecinder has not taken too kindly to druids, as you know. You, whatever your name is, druid, there with who made the pitiful fire.
Oh, Vixen. You can call me Vixen, sir.
Oh yes, you said.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Anyway, all because of some to-do with the kings of old and the last remnants of Tumoa, the precursor Druid Empire, which I'm sure you all have heard about, seen the ruins, great cities
Tomb of what? Sorry?
Tumoa.
Tumoa. Was that Dyrecinder before?
Yes. That's what the Druidic Empire was called.
Okay.
Anyway, everybody following? Anyway, there came a time when the Druids were purged. A time when a coward such as me went underground. And when I say underground, of course, I mean the realm of Fellreach, the Underdark of Dyrecinder. Anyway.
Did you meet a lot of the yes, what are they called? The dark-skinned elves?
Aye.
I can't remember the names.
Drow, yes.
Oh, there we go.
They are crawling. They have their own sick version of the Dyrecinder Royal Court in Fellreach. Hope you don't meet them. Don't trust them, of course. Anyway,
Is that by any chance close to water?
It's underneath, boy. Girl, sorry. I've got terrible eyesight. And bad memory. If you travel far enough and avoid the treacherous drow, dangerous monsters, and madmen, you'll find a Tomoan ruin, as I did. It is there that the lines, well, it's hard to explain. The lines spoke to me.
The lions.
Lines is what I'm talking about. These marks on my face.
Okay.
Lions can't speak. It's coming from a druid. Yes. Anyway, where was I? Yes. So, after that happened, I needed answers, and I found learned men from across the land, and I went along, not many years ago, on an expedition. Yes. But, well, it was, not quite successful. We didn't all exactly make it back, and we didn't exactly find answers. And
Where did you go for this expedition?
Oh, deep into the Underdark, into a large ruin, the name of which is It's a mystery to me, I'm afraid. And the things we awoke in there... Well... Fitzworth and Grimaldi tried to convince me to go back, but, alas... I prefer growing trees.
Excuse me, did you say Grimaldi?
Yes. Oh, you don't know him, do you?
Well,
I told him I would never go back.
Actually, we know a Grimaldi. He sent us all letters.
Oh, he likes
He is the reason that we're traveling together.
Yes, that's true.
Oh,
If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't find out about each other even.
The exception of these two, he points to Lulu and her companion. We just picked them up along the way.
as you do. That's so strange. Not heard from my old friend in many years.
Apparently
Anyway.
he's some lord now. Dias.
Oh, no. Lord, he's no lord. He likes to sign his letters that way. No, he's an arch wizard. The most learned kind. Yes.
This is news to us.
Oh, so you haven't met him in person yet?
No, we were planning to head further south to try and get answers from him.
Oh, okay. Well, here's my advice. Strokes his beard. Looks thoughtful for a moment. Run away.
I've been running my whole life, so I just
Don't stop now. Don't stop. Just run away. Find out where good old Grimaldi is, and get to the other side of the realm.
If you'd like, I can read you the letter he sent.
Nope, I don't want to know. And if you do meet him, because if he's interested in you at some point, trust me, he'll find you. Don't mention my name, or that you know me. Actually, tell him I'm dead, and you've never met me.
He ignores that first remark and starts reading one line from the letter. He's like, should you pass this first test, you'll be rewarded in much more than just gold.
Fancy wizard talk. I prefer dirty magic.
Yours faithfully, the Secretary Giltson.
Oh, you met the gnome, did you? Talks too much, has too much paperwork.
That's what we called him, Mr. Paperwork.
Ah,
Too bad he's dead.
oh dear. That's quite sad, I quite liked him. Yeah.
I promise you we had nothing to do with it.
Alright.
It seems you're not exactly on the best terms with this Grimaldi. Why should we be worried about him? Is he
Because
dangerous?
He's got ideas. You know, these wizards tend to have too many ideas, too many books, too many letters floating around in their minds, and they're going to tell you things like, follow me, because, you know, wizards are rather squishy, you know, have a big golem in front of you and they go splat. Anyway, they
not safely.
they usually hire you and send you to dangerous places because of their own greed, their own need to feed their knowledge.
I see.
Talking about knowledge, Mr. Forsach, I wondered whether you've heard stories or maybe can give us more information. And I'm going to list a few, let's say, covenants, and maybe you could just tell me if you've heard of those. The Order of the Stone, the Circle of Eight, the Sail Council, or the League of Knowers. Have you heard of any of those?
Are we playing the Shag, Marry, Push Off a Cliff?
I have no idea. What's that? Is it fun?
It's an interesting thought experiment, Vixen.
Indeed, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, start with the first one.
My thoughts are very limited, but my low intelligence is very limited.
Wait. Name the first one again.
Notes. Hold on. Order of the Stone.
Ah, yes. More wizards. Sorcerers, more like. They're out there looking for power. I've not encountered them much, but you hear talk now and then. Next.
Is there a specific place where they are based?
Oh no, they were outlawed long ago in a war long past. If they do gather, they do so underground. Not literally, I don't think. Probably in someone's basement. You know, that kind of thing.
And then how about the Circle of Eight?
Oh, yes, I do know them. They're more... Oh, they used to be. They used to have a stronghold in Chardovia. There's this big mountain range, and you can't see the castle when you leave it. Very fancy. Most of them are dead. I think only old Mordenkainen's kicking about somewhere.
Okay.
You know about all this, about a bunch of different magic, whatever, right? Do you have any idea what this is? He pulls out the coin with the arrow on it.
Oh, what an interesting find. May I? He reaches out a knobbly fingered hand.
Yes, as long as you return it.
Of course, I've no need to keep cursed currency. He takes it, looks at it very closely with his milky eyes, and he sort of bites it a bit with like his one good tooth. He hands it back. Ah, yes. You've got some of old Randforth's treasure there, my boy.
Who?
Ranforth.
Randforth. Say the name.
Yes, there's a lot of notes.
Yes, I'm a very old man.
I can't say the name rings a bell.
No, it shouldn't. It's before your time. He was a great soldier of fortune. How do you put it? Someone whose loyalty was negotiable. He gathered coin from everywhere, and he became incredibly paranoid, as rich men often do, and had his collection enchanted so that they would always find their way back to the Horde, to the Trove. But, curses will be curses. If you follow that, you should find the rest.
Oh boy.
Bree holds this coin with both hands, staring at it, greed flashing in his eyes.
If you plan to follow that, maybe don't take your friends to their doom alongside you. Just a friendly warning.
Hey, following doom is kind of our job.
We've mostly been seeking it out, to be honest.
Right? Well, this will take you straight into the heart of Listerwald, where the kingdoms are plenty, and so are the undead.
Oh.
Yes.
Sounds pleasant.
Yes, Ranforth died on top of his giant stack of treasure. Oh, sorry. He died on top of his giant stack of treasure, and he still is there now, ruling over it as an undead.
Huh. You say he's before our time, but he's still alive?
Yes, it's a thing with the undead.
Oh yeah.
Well, that is way more than I was expecting, Free.
So one more, do you know what these are? And he pulls out the dagger and quarterstaff that he found over in the box over here.
I'm also going to show him the the ring as well as a vial of clear liquid.
I'm just gonna show him all our stuff. Yeah, have a look.
Yeah, I'm just going to ask him. I'm not going to show him the small rod with a button.
And
Yeah.
this while you're at it. He pulls out the purple bag.
Oh god, the purple one.
Oh, shite.
Okay. So, as this is
Have a
gathered,
look at this. It's like a
gathered
fucking
around
shop opening up.
Don't
Well-
give him ideas. He will start asking for money before explaining things.
Indeed, usually I would charge to identify magical items, but you did save my life. And you're the first group of people I've been able to tell my story to. Anyway, it's just, let's start with this dagger. So he looks for a while, and his milky eyes go a bright white color. The irises and pupils disappear.
So you can identify. We found the first guy that can identify. Holy shit. Okay, cool.
This is a poison dagger. It's you need some poison. Put it in there. Stabby, stabby. And someone has an upset stomach, or whatever you put in there.
And this ring? I show him the golden ring with the red ruby.
The one you said you didn't have.
Yeah, but I can't always remember what I have and what I don't have. I sometimes forget things. Apparently, I just looked in my pockets and there it was. Look at that.
Yes, yes. The woman you dispatched had that one. What you got there is a ring called Hearth. Or Hearth.
Okay.
Yes. Now,
Do you know what it does?
yes. Put it in the fire.
All right. I do so.
I think I'm standing in the fire.
Well, yeah, I gently put it in the fire.
Okay, so the
Close
fire.
enough so that I can get it out again.
Yeah, so the fire is very small. Even though you did burn what was there, it's not great. The druid clears his throat. Fizzle, and the ring glows bright red, or like a white hot color, and then I'm losing my words. It expands into a bonfire, warm, glowing. It heats the whole space.
Ah, that's nice.
Yes.
Oh,
Does- it
and
does-
then if I
Yes.
take it out, I gotta just hey, that's fine. And if I take it out, does the fire go away?
The fire is the ring.
I take it out with an arrow.
Yeah, no. So you can't see the ring. It's just the fire.
Okay.
The rings become the bonfire.
Yes.
Wait, are there any magical letters on it?
Oh. No.
I can also snuff out a campfire. So can I snuff it out and then take the ring?
So as you do that, the fire still remains. It seems to be an unput-outable fire.
That,
Also,
could be a problem.
Greybeard.
Yes.
I found this in that box over there, and I get the feeling it's enchanted. And takes out the quarterstaff.
That's a rudimentary, enhanced quarterstaff out of character. This is a +1 quarterstaff.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes, my dear elf with the blue hair, you have something to identify.
The vial of clear liquid, and then also I'll show him the metal rod. But I think I know what it is. My character don't.
Okay, so he takes the liquid, just smells it, and then dips a pinky in, tastes it. Luckily not poison.
Oh, that's good.
Strange. What you have here is a key.
A key.
Yes.
Key.
To
Key
what?
to what?
I'm not sure. As far as I can tell, my magical insight can give me. You drink this, it will give you free passage through some kind of enchanted doorway.
That is pretty fucking cool.
So
You
you
mean
just
like you drink it? You mean like you drink it and you can just find the door whenever and enter, or you drink it when you know for sure you think you found the door?
yes, I think it's that one because I think it works its way through the system. At some point, you pee it out. Yes. so
And the rod, I think I know what it is, but yeah.
yes. Yeah. So you need to find a door, perhaps one that's magically trapped or something, and then drink that, and you're home free, whatever that means.
Also, what about this? I brought out the purple bag.
Oh, I've seen one of these before. It's one of those trick items that been making their way around Dyrecinder. Somewhere out there, there's an inventor making defective magical items. What you've got there is a bag of bads. Bob for short.
Oh. Huh.
It's a bag of holding with some issues.
Last time I tried to pull something out of this, I pulled out a cow and then it exploded.
Yes. I knew a man who pulled out a lake. Anyway, next.
The small rod with a button on it at the bottom.
Oh, you have a immovable rod. So
There we go.
yes.
And the rod. I thought so. I think that's one of the things that I'm carrying with me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
I
everything.
also have a pair of spectacles here. It looks like it's conjuration, or it has like a conjuration aura. Do you maybe know what that is?
Let me see.
It was part of the bandit loot. A pair of spectacles.
Oh, this is.
Try wearing those.
Yes,
Or is that
sure.
a different pair?
It is that.
Oh.
Are you giving it to him or are you keeping it up?
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
Don't break them.
I won't.
God
Do I-
mending.
Do I look like a savage? And he does.
Yeah.
just a tad.
No, it's not the worst thing I've heard anyway. This is a, it had some other enchantment that was taken off of it. Strange. But what it has left, well, you have a portal key here. So, if you figure out where it leads, it will let you in.
Also, this is just a question on the morality side. Would it be bad for us if we gave some random lord a box that it seemed like the contents glowed yellow?
Oh, I don't know. What things glow yellow?
You seemed very happy when you saw it.
Oh, well, maybe. Wait, hang on. I need to see what something is called in my extended notes. I believe the only yellow glowing thing that I know that makes people happy is Shinmaya curry. Was it that? Did it smell good?
Oh no.
I have no idea. Let me check. Do I have anything else?
The glow seemed more like I think it was in Was it described as like an aura?
Yes.
Like the glow seemed more like an aura than a glow.
I could murder Shinmaya Curry about now.
Oh. I have one more thing, sir. I also
Yes.
picked up a bottle of this purple liquid.
Yes.
I actually don't know who owns that right now. I'm sorry. I'm just checking here through things that we own.
Oh, crap. That's been a long time ago. Where did you find that?
Bandit loot as well.
Hang on. I'm just gonna find that.
A lot of items I've just been waiting for the right moment.
Just waiting.
Exactly.
Also, how long will be?
I'm sorry for all the
How long
time
will
that
be
it
the flight?
takes.
It's okay.
There's a lot to explain.
Yeah, I also want to know about the Sail Council and the League of Nowheres.
What you have here, dear boy, by the taste of it, lovely, is a potion of heroism.
Heroism.
What is that? I've never
That's
heard
a
of
very
that.
good one.
That is an awesome find. Who's got that?
Or-
I have no idea who has it, but that was kind of the part of the bandit loot at the moment.
Oh, I'm checking my notes.
I
Oh.
can only see the things that I took. I don't know who took the rest. But does anybody know what that potion of heroism is? I've never heard of
Gives
it.
you the effect of the bless spell for 1 hour without concentration.
Yeah,
That is awesome. Okay, cool.
it's a very cool one. So when did we find it with bandits?
Like the
Yeah, it was
kobold?
part of the. It was part of the bandits that we drove into session 12.
yeah.
Of the Cobra Clan.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
We chased down the archer.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we found arrows, 3 sets of leather armor, shield, bottle of purple liquid. Lilu picked up the brass key. I think she has the purple bottle.
All right.
Because I've got Rodak has the spectacles, 1 sock with purple and yellow stripes is with Tusa, and then there was a ruby that was unappraised. Yeah, Lilu's got it. She's got that and a brass key.
Just for the purpose of my notes, what was identified as a portal key? Was that the box with the runes on it?
No,
The
no.
pair of spectacles.
Pair of spectacles.
Pair of spectacles was the portal key. Gotcha.
You haven't identified the box yet.
We have
Lilith
so
has
many
that.
keys, guys.
Yeah, she's not talking about it for some reason.
Okay.
She doesn't want to reveal the purple box.
It's alright. If you know what it is, then it ruins all the suspense.
Free just
Yeah.
kind of nudges,
No, it
Free just kind
doesn't.
of nudges with his shoulder. He's got something.
Go on, Lilith. Show him your box.
No,
Show me yours and I'll show you mine.
I
No.
refuse.
Actually, at this opportunity, Ifni will come forward and she has the box that she has for her own. I've actually got something here that perhaps you know how to make proper use of it. I know that people from my homeland use this to help ward off evil. The rest of you might want to take a step back. It's a strong smell. And I'm going to
Gonna
open
cover
the
my
box,
nose.
and I'm
it's that
going to
one.
reveal the black flower that's inside.
Yeah, I'm holding my nose first.
Free just kind of stands there.
It just steps back.
Even though some of you are holding your noses, you can smell a strong peppery smell just permeate the entire place. As soon as the smell hits the druid, he gets a sort of far off shocked look to his face. Close that, my dear. Close it.
I close it.
Where did you find that?
I'm trying to remember.
Give me a second, I'll find it.
Yeah.
It was it in the ruins?
Yeah, I think it was in the ruins.
With a leak in the basement.
In the basement.
Yep.
At the basement, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because we found a bunch of things
We
in
had
that
found
basement.
it in the basement of a farmstead. There was corrupted creatures there.
Yes. The Black Oblivion. I've seen it.
Yeah, and involved with the powers of Adar, if I remember.
Believed to be, yes.
Keep that flower safe, dear. It won't last long, but for as long as that smell emanates from it, it will ward off the creeping blackness, the ooze that corrupts. It's the only cure.
I'm sorry, whoa, I missed that. What is the only cure to the corruption?
That black lotus flower.
Holy shit, okay.
It
Very
grows deep in the deep caverns of a fell reach. It's hard to find, even harder to cultivate, unless you want to deal with drow. But yes, it's what keeps the undercities safe from that corruption for the moment. But it is growing, I'm sure you've noticed.
Indeed. We fought against it on multiple occasions.
I fear it will only grow worse.
I would like to report another finding we've found that happened during one of our fights with these things. There was this assassin. He met an untimely death. We don't know what could have possibly caused it. But once he did die, he just kind of fizzled into nothing.
That's strange. Was he like an illusion?
There were like mummy wrappings,
Oh dear. No.
like runes or whatever on them. I couldn't read.
Sounds like necromancy, if you ask me. That's not really my domain. I deal in plants. And at worst, manure. Which is a kind of necromancy. But, yes.
Not quite.
Moving on.
Just not quite the same.
No. It's a shit job.
Quite literally.
Yes, and moving on. Next question.
The Sail Council, what do they
Yes.
do?
Well, they are the elvish leadership of the Dyrecinder government. They have their own rules. Mostly arrogant elfish bastards. No offense to elves. Yeah. Half elves otherwise. Anyway.
Just half offense taken.
Good.
So where do they reside?
They are deep in the Emerald Valley.
With deep, do you have a bit more of a specific location, or just deep?
He's got a specific location. It's going to be easier to show you. Bear with me. Big map.
Big map.
Okay, so the Emerald Valley is here,
Yeah.
and it is in what? It's in a path up the mountains that you can reach through Eagle's Reach. Secretive and well guarded. So out of character, you've kind of heard of them, and nothing in detail. They're kind of like the Elvish version of the Vatican.
Ah,
Okay, very sacred.
alrighty.
What are they called again?
Sail Council.
Sael Council, Sael Council.
Which is Sindarin, which is the language the elves speak in Lord of the Rings, and it's also why I'm still single. Anyway.
Nice.
Bruh.
Fucking hell.
Wow. Hey, I speak Elvish. Cool.
That's sort of in a general way I meant. Never mind. Anyway. Next question.
Sorry guys, I have one last one. The League of Knowers.
Sounds made up if you ask me.
Oh, okay.
In other
Sure,
words, he does not know.
Yeah.
Here's my next question. Are you getting tired of all these questions?
I've not spoken to many people. All I have is a very grumpy half-orc gentleman who is my business partner, who rolls his eyes a lot when I speak, and a gnomish fellow who carves birds. He has no idea what a flamingo is, do you?
I do.
Never heard of one.
Yeah.
No,
Lulu pulls
I
out her
can't-
book
I
and shows
can't
the drawing.
So Vincent, don't you have anything to ask him? Just about a
Lilith slaps her head at the idiocy of people not knowing what a
Hey, look, okay, when you have a -1 intelligence, things happen.
Indeed.
Yep. Yeah, I think Vixen. Isn't there a certain council you want to ask about?
Which council?
The one your mother maybe belongs to? I don't know.
Is that a your mama joke or a serious question?
Like a legit serious question, because
I,
this is basically the Exposition Druid, so I'm like...
It's his middle name.
okay, fine. I'll go for it. Forsach, I grew up in seceded states, outside of the province of Dyrecinder, and I was kind of shunned, by the Druid circle, which kind of resided very close to me, called the Chimes, and I have this feeling that they don't allow any half-bloods or maybe even certain other types. I don't know. I've just been discriminated according to that. But I have a feeling that they hide something within their grove. Do you maybe have any idea of that?
Interesting. Yes, I've met the Chimes many years ago when I was a younger man. How old are you?
About 75, sir.
Okay, good.
I don't know. I've lost count at one point.
No, it's fine. You just give the old man a shock, that's all. You don't look
My
like
mom
me.
is around 250, so she
Okay,
should have
no.
been like around for quite a while.
Yeah, no, nothing to do with me. Anyway, yes. So the there are many old accesses or entrances to Moen ruins. So, as I said, stay away from such things, but that is my best guess.
Okay, that's That's enough information for me. I'm okay with that. Anyone else can ask questions. Go for it.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yes, dear.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Have you ever heard of the Raven's Eyes?
Indeed, Dyrecinder's spies. Yes.
Alright, then you might have heard of the Master of Spies. I don't know if you could help me, but is there any way I can find him?
As far as I know, my dear, he tends to find people, not the other way round. I could, perhaps, as a final parting gift, if you will, see if I can scry this person, if you'd like. See if I can pinpoint his location.
I can't really describe him. His identity is unknown.
All right. Let me see here. Coding spell.
Let's see.
The Raven's Eyes, is that the name of the group of spies, or is that a singular spy?
No, it's a group of spies. You perhaps don't have an item belonging to this Master of Eyes?
Elian?
Hello?
Elian, do you maybe have an
Muted at the
item?
moment.
You're muted.
Sorry.
There we go. It's fine.
Can you repeat, please?
Do you perhaps have an item belonging to this individual? That would help.
I do have something. Alien takes out the eye she stole that's hidden
Okay.
and shows it to the druid.
Okay. So, you see her present a perfectly clear glass orb bowl, a crystal bowl, about the size of a tennis ball. So he takes out like a ragged cloth from a ragged pocket and puts it over it as soon as possible. Let's see here. His eyes glaze over, and you can see the carving. There's on that stick that struck Tusa with lightning when she tried to pick it up. The carvings along the wood seem to glow with like an inner green energy light as he concentrates, and this object underneath the tattered cloth starts to glow, white, hot glow. It becomes almost blinding. Through the little holes in the cloth, you can see this thing glow. A minute passes. Interesting. The individual you seek, my dear, is under the tower, the main tower. Notes. Guys are asking all the questions. Yes, hang on, I'm just checking my notes. Yes, he's under the main needle tower in Coursera. Not at the top, as people believe, but below. And he is there, watching everything. And he might not be exactly what you expect. I can't say more. But I fear.
That's enough for now. Thank you very much.
Hide that thing. Keep it covered, lest the Master of Eyes looks in on you.
Alien picks the eye back and hides it again.
Okay. Right. Time for dinner? Home? Something? No more questions?
I could really use something to eat, to be honest.
I'm quite hungry as well.
Did you bring supplies? Goody, goody.
Well,
I think we've got rations and things like that.
I'm tired of berries. I can make my own berries. Thank you very much.
I got jerk.
I give a look to Tusa.
I've got jerky in my set of rations.
Oh, thank
I can give him a set of my rations as well. I've got some nice vegetables, and I've got kale that I
you
kind
are
of
one of
string along.
You're one of those druids.
I
when you get to
I respect
my
nature.
yes, good. When you get to my age, dear,
Yeah.
those cute little animals that you call from the woodlands to gather around you, they are quite delicious.
It looks like I will have to reach your age first, sir. For now, I will eat the things that I can grow myself.
Sounds.
Did he say?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did he say no thanks to when I offered him jerky?
No, he was quite happy. Yes, but fair warning, you won't reach my age if you just eat kale. It's mostly decoration.
We'll see. As elves, we tend to live quite a while. And maybe I'll reach the point where I eat flesh. But for now, not really in the near future. But thanks.
When you make it sound morbid when you call it flesh.
Yeah, it's death. You're putting death into your body.
But it's delicious.
It's putting death in your body. Just kind of out of character. I'm dodging all of the necromancy spells.
Nice.
I must say, I'm quite tired. I'm actually looking for a little rest.
I think we should go back.
That's definitely a good point.
It's not too far to head back. We could just
And,
head back, get a proper
Ethan?
rest indoors.
Mm-hmm.
Can we quickly do a quiet look at the perimeter? My elvish ears, they kind of tingle a little bit.
Sure thing.
Maybe we should just we can go out the side together.
We don't know if potentially any more gnolls lurking about. Sure thing. As I pick up my glaive, I'm going to turn back to Forza. I've still got a couple more questions at some point.
Of
Go
course.
around.
Of course.
But many thanks.
Yes. Don't let me die tragically in an ambush at some point. I'm a good source of knowledge.
Do you?
Trying to.
At this point, if Aethne joins me, I'll whisper to her that I could hear something walking on the top of the ground. We should check it out.
If you tend to
Actually, I'm not even sure if we are indeed finished here, because one of the main reasons we came here in the first place was because we heard that the gnolls had raided the Helm Run and taken many goods. We have found quite just this man.
Quite little.
Quite little.
But the main reason was this man was the sole purpose why the trees were actually alive. So we found him, we found the source of the trees being alive. I think we're done here. I don't think the goods really matter. I think what matters is that we found why the trees. We found the person, right?
Yes.
That makes sense. We found the guy who was for the lumber mill and everything. The only thing that's missing was their like supplies and stuff, like food stuff, and that wouldn't have lasted. They probably ate through all of that. The only other things that I think we might consider taking back are the things that Free found last session. Was there were like crates or something with just like random items like knives and like odd tools.
Yeah.
I think Marcel, you explained it to be like they were given an instruction and they basically just picked up anything that they equated the instruction to have
Absolutely.
described to them.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
would-
there are a multitude of different tools in there.
Yeah, would
Yeah.
Lilo have been able to find the little gnome's missing wood carving tool?
Actually, make another investigation check for me.
Oh lord. Okay.
Come on,
Okay.
you're good at these.
Didn't I find it with the 30 something that I rolled in the previous session?
You
Give me
were
a
looking
second.
for something. She's looking for something specific.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah,
That
fair
is
enough.
true.
Okay. 'Cause, anyway, Tusa and Ethne, outside you see, while there is still gnoll corpses around, now attracting flies, and it's quite dark outside, just with those torches still burning. They're going to run out at some point. You do see around here, I'm going to draw,
Yay!
around this side. Very nice. Several like needle-like indents in the ground.
Do they resemble the
those
other
tracks.
needle indents that we saw previously?
Yes, but there seems to be multiple sets of them now. And it
Do they
looks
look recent? Do they look recent?
Yes, because some of them go through your footsteps that you made during the battle.
Oh.
Oh no.
I look around.
Okay.
Do we see any weird creatures?
You do not see anything. Like, you see a sky full of stars. You see the savanna grass all around. You see nothing else.
Can I cast a spell and I want to close my eyes and focus on the little tips of my ears. And that's a spell that I just got. I would like to cast Ears of Bat.
Mm-hmm.
And I would really try to just kind of as I walk and follow the steps, see if I can really maybe hear anything.
Okay.
Hear them walking. If I couldn't see them, maybe they're still here, but I just can't see them.
Okay, so just as you cast the spell, Lilu, you find a small carving tool that looks like exactly the one the person described, and as the spell takes effect, all of you hear clicking sounds, insectoid clicking sounds from all around the mound.
Oh.
And
Oh.
Tusa, you can hear that better than anyone, as we are about to go into combat.
Oh,
Why?
Can I just ask, did we sleep before this, or are we going
No.
endless with the... Oh, fuck. Okay, but then I also have to... I think it
Okay.
automatically refreshed my hit points, so I have to go down to 17.
We're going into this with no spell slots either.
Yeah.
Great.
I have
One
one
more
spell slot of each.
One more question.
Yes.
One more question. on last session, Lilith got temp HP for killing one of the gnolls, and she didn't make a short or long rest, so she still
Yeah.
has 7 temp
Yes.
HP. Okay.
Yes.
good.
Okay, so hold on a minute.
How close are these? Can I hear the critters? What is the?
So you
So has it
heard
been-
clicking here, very close
Yeah.
by. You heard clicking here, and you heard clicking here and somewhere on the other side of the mound.
Okay.
Okay, so
Can I
has it
eat
been-
2 good berries as an action before we go? Or
On your turn, you can.
okay, cool. We're in combat.
We
Okay, cool.
could just
100%.
stay inside.
yeah, we
Okay.
could hold the
We can draw
line.
them in.
Okay, Lilith, you're first up.
What on? Oh shit! Yeah, I'm outside.
Okay, also, question: has it been an hour of us talking to this old man since
Yes,
we won that last time?
it
Okay,
is.
so armor of so armor of Agathis is gone.
Sorry.
Great. The ice begins to melt away and disappear from Free's person.
Especially from that fire, from that ring. Right.
Oh, the
Yeah,
bonfire.
the fire I was standing in, I guess.
I hope somebody wrote down the trigger word. Okay, Lilith, you go
I
first.
did.
Well
It
done.
was
You guys are the
It's
opposite.
in my notes.
You guys are the opposite of the peace bringers. Guys are my favorite. You're my favorite.
that'll be
Alright.
that will be the battle of the century.
I really have to start retyping my notes somewhere else. It's so much to manage.
Oh well.
I normally make a Google document and then I can just
I think I
share
do that.
my notes, and then everybody can add. But I'll make that up and then put the link in the Discord.
That'd be
Well,
sick. I've just got a series of text files.
Cool. That's cool.
Well, I had a computer crash when I had 20 minutes left on my timer to submit my novel. So,
Ooh.
yes, and it took 8 minutes and a half to restart my computer. So
That is painful.
And
it's okay. We made it.
Gee.
It's all right.
Yes.
I'm 20 years older now. Okay, Lilith, you go first. Okay, you can't see anything. You've got Lilith. You've got Free and Tusa straight ahead of you, blocking the entrance to the tunnel. But you
So
can hear clicking outside.
Yeah. I can hear the clicking.
Yes.
Oh yeah, too. So if you just turn around, you'll see Free looking as though he was about to, just trying to sneak behind you.
I see a lot of people right
Okay.
behind me.
So Lilith is going to activate her invocation, Armor of
Okay.
Shadows, to get mage armor. She's
Okay.
gonna look at Tusa, since he is the one that is making something of a big fuss for high expression, and is like, Tusa, what's going on?
I can't.
That's her
right
turn.
now.
That's her turn, basically.
Okay.
Free.
Free will just walk outside and maybe climb up on top of the mound. Just look around with his dark vision, see if he can see anything nearby. Like, about right here.
Okay. Okay, so as you walk towards there, you walk into something invisible right in front of you, which materializes.
Fuck! I don't have that spell. Ah, fuck. Okay.
Ooh,
Shite.
he's
Oh.
cute.
Oh,
How I would describe it.
Not cute. Definitely not cute.
Let me give you a better picture. Hang on. There we go.
Oh, that's sick.
Angry grasshopper with spider's legs.
Yeah, that is definitely a grasshopper.
She screams like a
Like
little
this.
girl over the very thought of it looking somewhat like a spider.
Okay. Is that your turn, or is that everything you got? No, wait, that's the same
You'll-
question.
You'll panically just shoot this thing with Ray of Frost.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Just give me 1 second.
What the fuck is that?
It's cool.
That's
It's called a nope.
Called a,
Nope.
Okay.
it's called a,
Your spell does not land. It doesn't even. You expend a spell slot.
no, Ray of Frost is a cantrip.
Yeah, still. Got
Still
it.
counts. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, it doesn't take a slot, but yes, it's counter. Sorry.
Well, counterspell at will.
Okay. And it clicks its many mouths at you. Now,
Ugh.
seemingly very, very interested as its compound eyes focus on the spellcaster. Is
Oh
that-
yeah, I see the name now. I see the name of that thing now. Ouch.
Okay, Free, is
What
that
is
your
it?
turn?
Oh,
Mage Eater.
Mage Eater.
Oh. Wow.
He will run away like a baby.
Okay, you're gonna get a swipe at you.
Trying to hide. Oh. 12.
Should have touched me for the. What's it called?
12.
Wow.
That's a miss.
Okay, yeah, so as the tentacle reaches out, you can feel it sort of has a staticness around the tentacles, you know, like old TV screens?
Yeah.
That's that sort of feeling.
I just want to know, do you only have one of these things?
You heard multiple clicks.
Multiple.
We heard multiple. He dives next to Aethnic, almost behind her, like, help me.
Well, shit.
Okay, John.
I move there, and in my turn.
Okay. You're in a safe bit there, it should be fine. Okay, Rodak.
I have no idea what's going on outside.
Ah, okay.
You're just hearing
let's go.
panic voices and Free going, save me.
Only someone. Okay, is this thing inside the cave?
No, so they're outside. So I can't.
Oh, so I'd have to go outside to attack it.
Yeah. Sorry. Can't put the two maps on top of each other.
Okay, I'd like to go there. Hey, can I attack it from here?
Are you moving?
Yes, I'm moving.
Oh, from there. No.
From there.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Sorry, I was delayed. There we go. That's better.
okay. So can I take it from there?
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool. I am going to attack this thing. Right. So does my
Rodak.
extra attack? Hello, yes.
I said, go, Rodak.
Oh, my bad.
As a cheer, you don't hear that often from Tisa, so go.
Free will also
one.
chime in. Like
Okay,
Free will
I'm
also
gonna attack
chime in.
twice.
Yes.
Does that hit?
It hits. Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna do damage, and then I'm gonna hit it with a stunning strike as well.
Okay, and that's a. Is it a Constitution save?
That is a con save.
Yeah, thank you. It's 12.
Oh, I'm gonna go stunning strike.
Isn't it 13 or something? What's just that?
Yeah, I think
I
it's
don't know.
done.
Yeah, it's 8 plus your. The DC is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier.
Yeah, I think it's done.
Yeah, it's done.
Hell yeah.
Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna take it again.
MVP move. I'm telling you right now.
Oh yeah.
Ah, I think that doesn't hit.
It does not hit. You do have a
Is
card.
my stunning strike a bonus action? Or can I still use my bonus action?
Yeah, you can still use bonus
yeah,
action.
yeah, you
It's
can
just
still
that
use-
It's just a key.
You can
Yeah.
spend
Yes.
a key point to try and stun it as part of that strike. So
Yeah, that's it.
So can I still do that?
Yes, you can.
Alright, one more key charge, and I'm gonna attack twice more. Nope.
Nope. Nope.
No.
Oh damn!
Damn it.
You do have a card.
Right. My card is +2. Does that hit?
No.
Holy
Okay,
shit,
cool.
my passive perception went up as well.
Yes, I
All
know
right,
that.
I
That's
wanna-
why you heard these things because they're invisible.
I moved 35, so I can move 15 now.
That doesn't make
So I
sense.
am going to come right there.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Yep, he's already burned his reaction and he's done. Okay, so. So firstly,
Right, this is the part where you wail on him.
Oh yeah.
If we can get there.
I'm shite scared.
Free will not approach the thing.
20.
It's
20.
stand until.
Ding,
Oh.
ding.
Oh.
Okay.
That thing's
Can
Okay. So it's gonna make two. This one is gonna make 2 tentacle attacks on Rodak. So 1. Oof.
That's a hit. That is a hit.
Oh, damn.
I'm so sorry.
That is wow.
Okay, so that
Why?
bro. Why?
yeah, so 18 plus 5.
23.
You don't have spell slots, so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
However, this one, okay, so Lilith, it can't see you because the cave roof is over you right now. But it can see everybody else. So it's going to firstly, the thing that attracted it, attack Tusa who casted a spell, and it'll be 1.
Ooh.
doesn't it?
2. That doesn't hit.
Also doesn't it?
Oh, thank goodness for that.
No, thank Free for that shield.
Well, I wish I had a shield. I wish I could use a shield.
Thanks,
You
Free.
don't need one. You're quick and fast.
I know,
You're
but
welcome.
still, it's like 23 damage.
Okay, Tusa.
Just a question before I go to this. While having the talk with Forsach, I could obviously have had a chat and talk to my friends, so I would know more or less like how hurt they are.
Yes.
So can people, without giving me numbers, kind of just in either your low, mid, or high?
Low. Very low.
Okay.
Hi.
And Lilith.
Yeah.
What your current HP, is it low, medium, or high? I don't want numbers.
Full HP with temp HP.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
yes.
Okay, cool. I'm going to move back into the cave. Since Lilith looks great. I quickly just want to measure something. Okay, cool. And I'm going to cast a new spell, which looks pretty cool.
Okay.
I don't know.
Significantly, the Mage Eater did not use its reaction.
Oh wow. Okay, no, you can react.
No, he didn't. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. And I would like to cast this guy. This looks pretty cool. For some reason, everything that a druid has is concentration. So I have concentration up to 1 minute, so I use it as a spell, and then from here I'm going to. Can I wait? I quickly just want to check. How far is Rodak for me? Yeah, I can reach Rodak, so I will with my bonus action. Then you regain 2d6 hit points.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
I don't know
what
what the
that-
spell save is for.
No,
That's
yeah.
if
No,
somebody
that's-
counter spells you. Oh no,
Yeah.
no. Well,
No.
yes. No,
Yes.
it would be 13 because it's a level 3 spell.
Yeah, no, ignore that.
Okay.
So I will say that neither Mage Eater has a line of sight on you, so they're not going to be able to successfully counterspell that.
Okay, that is what I hope for.
So he was like
Um,
2d6.
Yeah. Do I roll it or does Rorak roll
You roll it.
the? Okay.
Oh,
It's your
hold
fault.
up. 2d6. You gain 8.
That's not
That
Congratulations.
works. Thank
Okay,
you.
is that your turn?
I use action, bonus action. Yes, that would be my turn.
Okay.
And movement.
Thank you. Lilu.
Okay. Seeing that this area is pretty blocked up front, and having known the terrain before, while we were looking around, does she know if she can get out through there? Or is that completely blocked?
No, you would be able to squeeze through there, yes.
Okay.
You mean here?
Um,
Ooh, wait, I'm not thinking. That's probably why. You mean here?
yes.
Yes, you should be able to do that.
Okay, cool. So she would use her movement to get to there. That's 30 feet. She's got 10 feet of 10 more feet of movement. Can she use that to get on top of the
Yes.
thing to get on line of sight with the things up top?
Yes, you
Sweet.
can.
All right. So she'll use her 10 feet to get up there. Then she's going to draw her longbow and take 2 shots at this guy who's stunned.
Okay. Go for it.
And then as a bonus action, she's going to shift. She's not going to rage this turn.
Alright.
Don't worry about the rage damage that was still ticked from last time.
That's okay. 21 hits.
Nice.
And whatever was plaguing you last time is gone.
Yay!
Very nice.
You lose back. Well,
Lulu's
she's
back.
just the guy who's
Must be
stunned.
nice.
Action, yeah, bonus action was to shift, so that's her go.
Okay. Elion.
Oh boy, what do I do?
Okay, so currently
Here's the question.
you're in the cave system. You can't really see them. So either you can try and get out, or wait for them to come into line of sight, or something like that.
There's another way out besides the one next to the thingy there, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yes.
On the other side.
Yeah, there it is.
Um,
And there's another one over
okay, okay, I think I'm going to the one over there.
Okay.
I'm getting out from here. And I'm gonna try and use my longbow and try to hit this one here.
Okay, go for it.
Mm.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Very nice.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay, so click longbow in the chat to do damage. Yeah, there we go. 11. Very good.
Wow.
Max damage.
Oof.
It appears that Lilu isn't the broken one now.
Lily was never broken.
It's always the newest player
No,
to
don't
join.
deny that. Don't deny that.
Here comes new challenger.
Okay, and I think at your level, unless I'm wrong here, you can do a second attack, right? Level 5. You can attack again.
Good, I can attack again.
Yes, you can. Level 5.
Level 5.
Oh. Do I click again on my character sheet longbow or on the longbow that I already used?
On the character
How do I
sheet.
do
On the character sheet. So you're
On
fine.
character sheet, okay.
Well, on that 20.
Close enough. 16 hits? Yes. Very
Nice
nice.
damage.
Very good
Yes.
damage.
Ilion wrecking.
Okay, so that's your turn.
Nice.
Total of 21 damage. Very good. Okay, Ethne.
Still alive?
Okay.
This looks badass.
Yep.
Yeah. Question. With those 2 arrows going into the back of this creature here, how rough does it look?
It's not bloodied yet. It seems to be keeping that in its stride.
Wow.
Okay. With that in mind, first of all, I'm going to get low to the ground. My muscles are going to tense, and the blue mark on my face begins to glow as I'll go into a rage as a bonus action.
Okay.
And first of all, I'm just going to wildly slice out with the glaive towards this one, just towards its legs to try and cripple it. I'm just going to recklessly attack.
Okay.
For a 21 to hit.
Wait, let me check. Yeah. Okay.
For 13 points slashing damage.
Nice. So with that, you cut across its really tough, purpley blue carapace and cut through, and it's got like this pale ooze instead of blood coming out. But you do notice a click emanate from 4 different places. The creature you're attacking and 3 others, and you notice that the same wound that you inflicted on this one appears on the other 2.
Oh.
Oh,
Nice.
interesting.
They're linked. Got one, they all fall. And I'm gonna go for a second strike.
Just kill them all.
Kill them
Please.
all.
22. Sorry, for some reason it didn't.
22 hits.
That for another 9 points of slashing.
Oh, nice. Okay. All 3 visible ones are looking rough.
Ooh.
I am going. I'm going to stay where I am. I'm going to turn back towards Free and Rodak and say, if you're not up for it, just get inside.
I'll stay out. I'm no chicken. I'm no chicken. Definitely.
That's it. I'm just going to stay where I am, glaive out, just staring this spider creature in the face.
Okay. So,
Wait.
okay, so in the cave, as Free deceives us all, and the therapy rock casts geography.
Therapy rock.
Anyway, you hear a wolf howl from inside the cave. And Tusa and Lilith duck just in time as a dire wolf comes running and jumping right over you. That is my token.
I really wanted to take this. There's a cool combination. This
Ooh.
would work so well.
That's a big roll.
Nice.
Oh, that is
You
interesting.
want us to die.
Is this
Say
like
you're
a
tired of this
giant wolf?
campaign and you want us to die.
Who first?
That's very cool. Okay, no, so the dire wolf is covered mostly in grey. It's got a very motley fur. It is the old man that just jumped over you in wild shape form. Okay, and he's going to attack the one closest to Ethne here. Is anything happening? There we go. Sorry, that was just a delay.
Bite.
9 points of piercing damage, and with that, Forsack the Druid. How would you like to do this? So the wolf goes straight for its insectoid face and bites down, and goo splattering. You see this one explode, and an invisible one on top of the hill explode.
Oh, thank goodness we didn't get to see that one.
Right.
Free just walks up to this one here, pulls out his quarterstaff, and just starts whacking the thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand there. So, you know what? I'm not even surprised anymore.
Okay, and the dire wolf transforms into the old man, and he's in mid chuckle. Still got it. Tastes horrible. It tastes horrible.
Okay.
Free points down at the bug creature, and he's like, "Never come back."
Interesting creatures. Sorry, I missed that.
What's
For
up?
the next 9 turns, I can still heal people for 2d6.
Please, heal me.
So yeah, here we go. Who needs healing?
Me. Me.
Go for it.
that's close.
I'm going to roll a crap load. I'm going to roll 9 2d6s, and you can just take the health however you want. That's 1, 2, 3, 4,
You can also
5,
take for yourself, you know.
6, 7, and 8. Yeah.
That's a lot.
There you go, guys. Enjoy.
Strange creatures, don't you think?
Yeah, very strange.
So that's what they look like. Strange indeed.
I'm sorry. You know these?
No,
I recognize the marks.
just had one in my mouth.
No, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Aethne.
Oh.
I think we saw the marks, so these are the tracks, the previous camp. Remember the bandits?
Yeah, I
yeah.
do.
There were marks on the ground, similar to what they were making.
Mm-hmm. I was just one of them back then. Didn't it do something to the mage where we buried the mage?
We
There were a
buried
lot of
him.
marks. There were a lot of marks around where the mage was buried, yeah.
Yeah. I tried firing a ray of frost at it, and it just ate the thing up. Did nothing. In fact, he looked quite interested in me after I did that.
At this point, can we make is it possible to make the connection that this thing goes for magic specifically? Or...
Yes, it should be clear by now. I mean, the attack was triggered by Tusub casting a spell.
Gotcha.
Pause.
Yeah,
So
thanks
basically
to.
what you're saying is that I was lucky.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's deadly for warlocks, this thing.
Good job, Forsach. I didn't expect anything less. Not at all. Forsach, what do you know about the Circle of Dreams, Druids?
They make great herbal tea.
Is that it? Have you encountered them before?
Occasionally. I am a circle of the moon myself. Which
okay.
isn't a pun. I've been alone too long.
I don't know. I haven't really. Druids normally have druids that teach each other, and they have circles, and they've got friends, and they've got guidance and mentors.
Yes.
I never really had that. I always just wished and longed and dreamt about belonging to one, and I was bestowed these gifts, which I've come to know as being a druid of Druid of Dreams, or what am I? Yeah. But I
see.
would like to get to know some of them more. I get to know the people that, or maybe where I got these gifts from. I have no idea. I'm just grateful for nature, and I have these gifts, but I'm just thought that I get to know all my spells and all of my knowledge through what I dream.
Well, if you must know, there was talk, well, it is some time ago, and with the current political situation, I don't know if they're still there, but all the way in Cragshire, in the south of Dyrecinder, there was a grove of dreams, a group of druids, somewhere, some ways away from the town of Sycamore. Perhaps they can be of assistance.
Sycamore. Do you maybe is that? Oh yeah, thank you. Where is that?
Nice.
Hang
I
on,
see.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, next to Helmandor.
Oh, that's not too far from me. Okay. So have I heard of Sycamore? Kind of growing up right there.
You've heard of it as
right there.
yes. So you've heard of it as a place.
Yeah.
But as far as talk of druids of that kind, every time there's been a discussion, has sort of been shut down.
Yeah, it's hushed. Do you maybe know if like the direction of Sycamore? Is it towards the mountains or? Do you
into the forest somewhere. I've
Into
not
the
been
forest.
there myself, but
Okay.
perhaps
Technically,
if-
that could be south or east, right?
yes,
Okay, cool.
I know, but I'm
Thank
not telling
you. Thank you so very much for stuff. I have a lot to learn, and I've got a lot. I've got a lot that I want to achieve, and I think that
Good.
getting close to the people that share similar gifts to mine could maybe be of some help.
Okay. Good. Yes. Anyway,
That actually helps a lot. Thank you.
I am rather tired now. Can we go home?
This place wasn't as safe as I thought it was going to be. Let's just make our way back.
Well, it used to be a place for gnolls, my dear.
Post haste.
Well, a gnoll place is very peaceful if the gnolls are all dead.
True.
One did get away. We don't know where it's gone to, though.
One got away, but I don't think it's gonna come back.
Oh, they'll be in disarray as long as their leader's down. She was a most interesting individual. Also full of questions.
She burst into a big flock of ravens.
Yes. I don't think she'll forgive that one anytime soon.
What can you tell us about this individual? She kind of just came and left. We didn't really get to know. Do you have?
Yes, well, her name is Kiva. I don't know much more of that. She didn't seem to bother bandying her name about as if it meant something. She's on some kind of divine quest. I don't know. But as far as I understand it, the Queen of Nightmares isn't what I would call divine.
Are you talking about Fubitora?
Indeed, yes. She believes herself some kind of champion of the goddess of nightmares.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Last question. We can maybe do this as we walk back. But what did you do? What did you want to do with you? Why did you take you?
Oh, she was hoping I would help her find the Witch of the Woods. For some reason, people, non-druidic people tend to think we all know each other. I mean, come on.
Sorry.
You got all that knowledge. You got all that knowledge in your head for all the arcane what's it nonsense. You can remember a few people.
Yes, and I told her that I had no idea where the Witch of the Woods was, and she believed me. After a fashion.
Is this Baba Dagda?
Oh, no.
Is that the same witch?
Oh, no, it's slightly more complicated than that. I wouldn't bother with that if I were you.
We can have a chat on the way back, but what do you mean by complicated?
Well, there is the crone, like you just mentioned. Don't say her name too much. Anyway, she has 3 daughters, and one of which is fondly named the Witch of the Woods, who our yes, you can see it. It's slightly complicated.
Okay. Do you have any knowledge of the other 3 daughters or what they may be called?
Yes, I do.
Would you like to share that information?
No.
Yeah, okay then.
Well, okay. Why not? You've been so forthcoming with all of the information so far, and I mean, some of this has been extremely helpful.
Good.
And maybe some of this information could help us in the future. So, why would you want to withhold this as well?
Oh, nothing withheld. It's just the protecting friends.
Free puts his arm around this old man's shoulder. Dang it.
Oh, jeez.
As Free falls over.
A few things fell over. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Insight check on whether it's friends of Forsach.
Come on.
Come
on. Like,
You said
do
it's
an
friends
insight.
of his.
Can I do an insight check?
Oh, 15.
okay, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, Free puts his arms around this man's shoulders. Like, come on, like, good sir. You could probably you've answered some big questions for us already. I do think you can spare us one more, right?
Okay.
Oh, I've said too much. I will help you with any area of inquiry, but I'm afraid it's best you leave these people alone.
Well, guess I'm not very persuasive.
Yeah, I think we should just go home, guys.
Yeah,
before
yeah.
we leave
I'm
chilling.
almost
Yes,
there.
please.
Yeah.
Let's get
Lilu's like already ahead, kind of like leading the way.
So, you eventually, as the now the morning sun starts cresting the horizon, or more accurately, starting to crest the crags in the mountain range within here. You return to Elmra. The town is just starting to wake up. You can hear the telltale chop chop or tap tap sounds of axes in the distance as they are felling trees. Occasionally there's a crash. And you walk into town, now with a druid friend. All of you look slightly worse for wear, muddy. Just been in a knoll den, after all.
Traumatized.
I have my
We
hood
didn't
up
sleep.
again.
And we didn't sleep at night. God damn.
Yeah, none of us slept.
Yeah.
It's alright. We can pull an all-nighter.
Well,
So glad we bought those rooms at the inn.
Yeah,
They
paid
were
for.
2 copper.
They're gonna spend the day on the bed.
this is where I
gonna
leave
take
you,
a
my
bath
friends.
first.
Very well.
Aye. We'll come visit later.
Maybe
Lilu
not.
will follow him to go and give the gnome his missing tool.
Actually, you know what? Aethne will come with as well.
Okay.
And Lilith, before heading to the tavern, she will try and find the mule, because an idea popped on her head.
Okay.
I love that. I'm going to just tell I tell Forsach that I do have means of contacting him. Should I be in help or dire need?
Good. I will be growing trees. And remember, if you do happen to have the misfortune of meeting dear old what's his name?
Grimaldi.
Don't say his name. Don't mention him. In fact, tell him I'm dead.
We can do that.
Yep, fair enough.
I before we straight
promises.
in, I from Druidcraft I craft him a dahlia that's very dear to me, and I just give it to him as a thank you for all the information, and just nod.
Oh, thank you, dear. Thank you. And I hope you do find your druid friends.
Thank you. And farewell.
Right. So, as you head back to the lumber yard, you arrive just in time to see the half-oak person, the man with the giant biceps. He's felled a tree or two, probably with his bare arms. Open up, and his face, which is usually darkened with a scowl, light up when he sees the old man with his druidic staff hobble back to the place. Ah, my friend. Oh, thank you kindly. You found and rescued my friend.
We
Yep.
did. Yeah.
Indeed,
That's
they did.
exactly what happened.
No, pay us.
They are
Just give
good
us money.
conversationalists,
No,
my
I didn't
friend.
say-
They
I didn't say
listen
that.
to every word I say, and they don't get annoyed when I drone on and on. And at this point, you can see the half orc's eyes glaze over. Thank you. It's good for business. The payment, you said? Did we agree on something?
I was joking. I'm not here.
A voice on the wind.
The familiar voice of a tiefling off in the distance.
I'm not sure if we did say anything about payment.
No?
Great,
Yeah, no.
I accept that. Thank you for rescuing my friends. Have a good day.
No.
Sure. Your I didn't get his name, but your goblin associate, is he in today?
Isn't it like 20 gold?
I don't know. Checking
Is
my notes.
Forsach still around? I just remembered something.
No,
We've-
you parted with a dahlia.
Gonna run back to him. I forgot something. He was really forgetful. I'm gonna dart after him.
Okay.
If I can.
Okay, you arrive just to see them. Your friends contemplate. Did we agree on terms? Did we remember? Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
I just want to run to him and say, how did you... that ring that you mattered something before
I have it in my
became
notes.
something. Do you have the notes?
Yes, I have it.
I didn't write it down.
Just give me a second. I'll put it. Check the Google document link. It's all there.
Thank you.
It's under show and tell.
Okay, so I will
Great.
I will first then ask, or Lila can interject and say, wait, I know what it is.
Yes. Well, hang on to that ring. It's a rare one. That.
I have to go and run back and get it again.
No. He takes it off his hands, off his knobbly finger, and flicks it towards you.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
There's no need of that. But if you find any of the others, let me know.
Oh, there are more.
25.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can only wear 9.
What happened to your
Ah.
toes, dear?
That's not. Yeah. I don't. Do people wear rings on their toes? I think maybe not where I'm from. That's a little bit weird in my culture. What?
Let's not go there. We're in mixed company.
Alrighty. Okay. Body
One, two,
piercings
three,
is not where we're going.
I wasn't thinking piercings. Moving on.
Thanks, Lulu.
No worries.
All right. So, Lilu, you go into the place and find the gnome, not the goblin.
Yeah, I don't have a name for him.
It's okay.
I think I've got it as a goblin. No, gnome. It's a goblin within the lumber mill. And yeah.
Pretty sure. it was a
So she'll go over. Hey, so we found your friend, and I found your this. She'll hand over the
I'm carving
the tool.
the chisel.
Yeah, that had been taken.
Ah, thank you. Do you want your tools back then?
Yes. Considering it was a trade until I was able to find or
Yes.
replace yours.
Fine.
I also figured
implements you
prefer.
have.
Thank you. I've had them for a while. They're from home,
Keep looking after them.
of course.
So I'm working on my pièce de résistance, my magnificent octopus. It's a pigeon.
That's amazing.
And it's a rather large pigeon. This is an oddly shaped tree.
Huh. Lulu just kind of shares a look with Ethne. And then looks
Shrug.
back to the goblin and nods.
Gnome.
Oh, is it a gnome? Why
It's
do
a
I have a
gnome.
goblin written down?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it's old Benny the Gnome. Why'd you keep thinking goblin?
Oh, I don't... See, I take great
They just
notes,
look the
guys.
same to you, don't they?
Yeah. Short folk. Right?
Okay. Side note from the DM: when you said he's a goblin, my mind went, "Oh my god, did I say it was a goblin? How am I going to explain that in the lore? Because there's a whole thing with goblins." So okay, yeah.
Okay, so changing goblin to gnome.
All right. So I'm guessing everybody else is at the tavern, which is called.
Sorry, before that, is it possible to quickly find Forcer?
Yes. Well, he's still standing out there,
Yeah.
talking the half orc's head off.
Still talking to the half.
I'm gonna go up to Forcer and ask Forcer a word for a moment.
Indeed, I do love words.
I can tell. I'll just give a kind of half nod to the half orc who's like probably spaced out at the moment.
Better start the day. Right.
I just want to take Forcer aside, and now that they're sort of away from everyone else, Anthony kind of gets a little bit pensive, and asks Forcer, "Listen, with what you were saying about the marks, apparently the line's speaking to you. Before I travelled from Lodor, I had a vision. I saw Dyrecinder getting ravaged by Black Oblivion. I saw a crystal tower bursting from the earth. I saw everything being corrupted. This mark that I have, I'm going after this corruption and I want to end it. Is this thing going to be a blessing or a curse? I need to know."
I think the word you are looking for, and I do love words, is destiny. It seems, in what I could find, those who are marked with this Mark of Nexa are those that fought this fight before. That is all I know.
We have our end game, boys.
Kind of looks off for a moment. I think things are starting to fall into place.
Good,
Destiny
good.
can be good or bad.
Totally bad.
Indeed, that's why I recommend leaving it alone.
Like that ever works.
I think
Like a smart move.
that's where you and I are going to have to disagree. I don't think we can leave this alone. But, nevertheless, you're safe here. We've done our part.
If you need help and advice, and I rather think at some point you might need me, I'll be here.
I think we will need it. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Now for a bath.
Oh yeah.
You know, I hadn't even considered that. God, I probably need one as well. Well, anyways, I'll leave you to talk the ear off the half-orc again.
Yes, and a bath. Because every time I direwolf, I get terrible arthritis in my toes.
I can't even imagine.
Yes.
Oh.
I don't direwolf often, but when I do, I go full direwolf.
You know what? I like you.
Oh, thank you. Now go away.
Will do. Take care, old man.
Bye. Alright, so
You
everybody...
kind of just like waves from the side.
So we negotiated a reward. Huh. Makes me
You said
sad.
the wrong people to negotiate.
What a shame.
Clearly.
Looks like the
Yes.
reward's gone.
So, as you all gather at the Hammered Stag, and any business
Lilith was
soon.
going with the
Yes.
mule.
Lilith was going to talk to
Oh
the
yes,
mule.
yes, the mule. Yes. So you find the mule in the stables where Lilu left it. It seems to be having a conversation with the horses. And then I said, "You won't believe the donkey on that one." And the horses all give a blank look as if this joke didn't quite land. And then the donkey notices you, Lilith, walk in.
Do they even understand you?
Yeah, but they fancy horses, right?
It's kind of funny.
Snobby horses.
It's kind of funny. You, just for being quiet and sometimes having a sense of humor, I actually got some happy thoughts about staying beside you instead of the rest of the party. And I've stayed beside them for more time than you, which is quite hard.
Can you imagine?
Also, I couldn't find anything about your name, so there's still that problem.
Oh dear. Well, the next town then, I guess?
Maybe, if you want. But I found a spell that might be able to help you. But look, if it was up to me, I would have already casted it because I'm always up to testing my magic, and I honestly care about less than nothing. Very, very, very little things. But this one, I'll leave it up to you. You want to risk it, or you want to just go on to town?
Well, I am not too bothered about being a donkey right now, since the bard's gone. So I'll risk it. I'll stay donkey form for now, and then we can risk it when things get dangerous. Exciting.
It might not even work. It might even be dangerous. But I'll leave it up to you. I honestly don't even care.
All right, I'm good for now.
I honestly just thought it would be just a good test.
Well, if it makes stuff explode, you could make this tough crowd of a stable maybe go bang.
Well, that's a good thought. And honestly, I wouldn't care.
Good. Full chaos.
Well, just stick to it in mind. See
Will
ya.
do. Thanks. And then as you leave, the donkey starts telling another terrible joke. Alright, so as everybody now in the very early morning comes to rest in the Hammered Stag, this is now a good time to take a long rest.
Oh yes.
And come to term with your new abilities, i.e. the giant list of spells that some of you got. Heal up.
Yeah, it's a red crap load.
Yep. And come to terms with the information you just learned.
Oh yeah.
Ready to continue your current journey to patience, I'm sure. Alright.
I believe so.
Okay. So we will pick up next time after your rest as we head to the west.
No, are we done?
Yes.
Ooh, we survived.
Because Dungeon Master is several weeks past his bedtime.
After all the writing and all that prep, I completely understand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marcel. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
that was a
Carlos.
really good
Info.
read. And congrats on the book launch.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Thanks. See if anybody will buy it, and then we go from there.
Yeah.
I'll support you. I'm in.
Thanks, man.
Amen.
There we
Man,
go.
I really wanted to cast that spell and see what would happen.
Which spell was it? What are you
You didn't
talking
have to
about?
ask.
You could have been
Oh.
like, hey Mew, hey buddy.
Does it
Do
have
the
to be a
thing.
willing creature?
Honestly, just for shutting up and not talking much, the mule has been